welcome back to my channel and to another video. So as you can tell from the title, Instagram made me buy another product that probably is a gimmick, but we're gonna find out whether it is as good as everyone says. So Instagram made me buy a microfiber beauty blender. I have seen these going around the internet so much for so long, and I was like, no, they can't be as good as everyone says they are. Surely not. Beauty blender is like my favorite go-to for everything, so it can't be any better than beauty blender. But I was dragged in and I was like, I'm gonna have to try it. This is the Microfiber Velvet Blender from Made by Sunday, I think that's called. It's a really weird website and this says Sunday Ivy on it. So if you want to see whether this is any good, I'm going to do a half and half and put it to the test with my beauty blender and see if it makes any difference. And if you want to see whether it does, then just keep on watching. So I have brought up the website Made by Sunday and it's called The Big Fuzz. So I got this for £8, but with a code I got it for £7.20 with free shipping as well, which is really, really good. So it says, meet the OG, The Big Fuzz. As our first creation, The Big Fuzz holds a special place in our hearts. Get that flawless airbrushed look with a little help from Big Fuzz. Thanks to its microfiber layer, Big Fuzz absorbs 70% less product than your average sponge, which means not only is it more effective, it saves you money. Our unique velvet texture makes the sponge soft to touch and the slanted edge makes it easy to cover all those hard to reach places. So it says how to use. You can use it wet or dry. I have actually dampened this. I've just put it back in the packet for this part. So I've dampened it and it says avoid using too much product for the first time and gradually add more product to stipple and achieve the coverage you want. Use it wet with liquid foundations, concealers and contouring. Use it dry with powder, bronzers, blushes and highlighters. I'm also trying out a few new products today. So as you guys may know from watching some of my videos, I have been struggling with my products. Like I am running out of things and I decided to go out and buy some new bits. So I have bought the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. And I wanted to try this for so long. I use the Pro Filter Longwear like matte foundation and I love that foundation. But I bought the like hydrating one and I also bought it in a shade down to try and see if it will match me a little bit more because I feel like this would be a bit of a better match. I also bought the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Porcelain. So I've got these two because I needed a new concealer and I am so excited to try this one. I also bought a new powder and I bought the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in Butter. I love the packaging. Like, oh, if I could marry packaging I would. Absolutely love this, it's gorgeous. So I'm very excited to try these new products and to try the new sponge to see how it works, and I'm going to do half and half. So let's get into this. So to make this fair, I'm using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and I'm going to prime both sides of my face and down my nose. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put a pump of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation on my hand and I'm going to test it with my beauty blender and see how many pumps it takes to get the coverage that I desire from this foundation. Obviously this is also testing the foundation and the sponge, but I feel like this would be a good test to see how much I need. So we're going to see whether we can actually use less with a microfiber sponge and whether it is actually true. It says to massage well, but this is a medium to full coverage and it's got like a little pump, which is awesome. So one pump, which probably is not going to be anywhere near enough. So I'm going to use one pump and just see how far we can get this to go. Well, that's gone already. This is nice coverage as well. It's the right colour, which I am so happy about. So this is 185 for anyone that is looking. Right, so next pump. They are tiny pumps as well. I've never had a pump that gives out so little product. And I'm not just going to be like, oh look, 3 pumps I'm probably going to go over with a few more because, as you guys know, I love full coverage, and if this says medium to full coverage, I'm going to get the full out of it because that's what I like on my skin. So I'm going to go in with a bit more. But this consistency on this foundation as well is so nice. It blends so easily. Okay, so that is 3 pumps. Not too bad. I'm going to go in with one more. So if the microfiber one can achieve this coverage with less product, then that will be a big tick. If it's the same, I'm not going to say it's like awful, because it'd be the same as this sponge. I must say, Rihanna knows how to make a foundation. Okay, this side is a bit more spotty, so kind of a bit of a disadvantage, but I'm going to take my Big Fuzz sponge, which is a bit damp. This is what it looks like. So it has that slant and it's clean. So we're now going to go in with this and just see whether it's any better. So I'm going to go in again, 1 pump at a time. 1 pump. First, it's quite hard, as in like it's a dense sponge. Okay, that's 1 pump and I'm already up to my eye. So I'm now going to take a second pump. Oh, that wasn't quite. Okay, I'm going to class that as like 3 pumps. So that's 1, that's 2 and 3. Okay, I've still got quite a bit on the back of my hand still, so I'm just going to go over the spots that I don't like. I still have another like pump on my hand. So I used 1 less pump than my beauty blender did. So I'm going to zoom you guys in to see each side. So this is my beauty blender side. And then this is my Big Fuzz side. Apparently it's meant to give like that airbrush look. Whether it's given an airbrush look, I'm not too sure. But they did use less product than my beauty blender did. So that's a bonus. I'm just going to go over my nose. And it does feel really nice when you blend it out. Like, my skin just looks so nice. And I'm not too sure if that's like the sponge or whether it's the foundation. The foundation's amazing though. Okay, so I'm now going to go off camera and just do my eyebrows, and then I'll be back to test out the concealer and see how the powder goes on with this and the concealer, and just see how everything layers up. Okay, so I've got my eyebrows on. I'm a bit worried that this is a bit paler, but we will see. So I'm now going to go in with my concealer, which I'm hoping isn't too warm, otherwise it's going to look really stupid underneath my eyes. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to be like yellow. I was really worried then. So I'm just going to put a bit of concealer under my eyes. Say a bit, I like a lot. I like full coverage. And then I'm going to put a bit on here, on my chin. So I'm going to blend in the side with this sponge first. It is a bit yellowy. It's a bit yellow compared to my complexion with my foundation. But I'm hoping if we can like blend it out really nicely, it won't be so noticeable. Obviously this side's going to drag the concealer a lot further than the other side. Blend it out so easily. And now I'm going to blend out the side with my beauty blender. I do prefer this side to this side. I feel like this side looks a lot more blended. And also when you blend it more, you don't get like an imprint where you try to blend it. Whereas when I blend with my beauty blender, if I try and blend in here, I end up with like loads of lines. and have to blend it up and out, and it's just a lot more effort. I'm just going to go in with a little bit more concealer. As you guys know, I love my under eyes to disappear, and that is what I'm aiming for today. Full glam, the full Monty basically. This sponge, I thought it was just a gimmick. I'm not even lying, like I actually love this. Do you feel like this one blends under my eyes a bit better? This one kind of lets product just sit under my eyes. Now it's time for powder, which is a new powder. I'm very excited. So I'm just gonna get some of this out. Oh, I said some, I've just got like a whole lid full. So I'm gonna use this part of this sponge, and I'm just gonna put this under my eye. And also here, because I feel like it's a bit of a lighter powder than I usually use. And then on the other side, I'm going to do the same again. So I'm going to use my Scott Barnes massive brush and just dust away that powder. Okay, so I'm now going to go off camera and just do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to show you the finished look. Okay, so I have finished off my makeup. I've even done some eyeshadow, which I absolutely love today, and I just love how my makeup looks today. I just feel so nice in it. As for the Big Fuzz sponge, I actually love this. It used less foundation to cover the like redness in my skin. It blended everything really seamlessly, and when I put the powder on, it just went onto my skin so nicely, whereas the Beauty Blender, because it's so damp, it just soaks it all up, whereas this, you don't have to use it damp. And even if you do dampen it, by the time you get to your powder part, it's already dry, so it is amazing. I would highly recommend anyone getting hold of one of these sponges. I will link down below Made by Sunday website, so you guys can go check it out. They do a pink one, which I didn't realise until I ordered this one, and I'm really annoyed, but I do really like this. And yeah, Instagram made me buy it again, so why not? Absolutely love. It was so cheap and it came so quickly. I think I received it within like 5 days of ordering it. So if you guys see this on Instagram, do grab it and try it out for yourself. But I would highly recommend this. I am going to be like trying it out over the probably this will be my next go-to sponge. So yeah, you might see it on my channel a bit more. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below. Comment below any other videos you want to see me do, any other products you want to see me test out, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my up and coming videos. I upload on a Wednesday, Friday and a Sunday at 7 PM, and my Sunday videos are my glow up series at the minute, so if you haven't checked them out, I will link them down below as well for you guys. And I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!